Good morning, millionaire. Welcome to the Julie Show, the show where your millionaire soul is nurtured to grow and to glow in a holistic way, in a full picture way, in a whole spectrum way, in your happiness, your wealthiness, and your healthiness. And we'll start today off with our healing tip coming to you from my healing practice, sparklebomb.com. When you wake up in the morning, and if you feel a little puffy, especially in the summer months, sometimes we get a little bit of allergies going on. There's dust maybe, but definitely a lot of pollen in the air, especially from trees. One simple little thing you can do is take out a pillowcase, bring something out of the freezer that's frozen, like raspberries. Pop it in your pillowcase. And just simple. I know this is so simple and you're like, well, yeah, duh. But do you do it, right? And you can actually cover your whole face and just lay down for a bit. Go back to bed and lay down a little bit. Or just sit back in a chair. And especially like there's little spots in here that get tight and swollen just from thinking too much sometimes, and it's kind of good to flush that out. Put it right over your third eye, over your forehead, and what it does is actually squeezes the tissue and like tightens it up, squeeze it out, all that inflammation. I know you don't always think to put it on your face, but sometimes when you feel groggy and puffy, it's awesome way, give it a chance to just lose its puff. And we're not going to sit here as long as that takes, because you could take, 20 minutes to work that on your face. Where it feels kind of like puffy or tight in your face, apply. That's our little healing tip of the day. It's also a beauty tip, I believe. And moving into our financial tip of the day. Well, today's topic is how much money you want to make. And our financial tip is going to lead you into questioning yourself, what is my money goal this summer? Like, we're in the middle of the year, it's June, we're 6 months in, and you're thinking, am I at the goal that I want to be at? Did you give up? Did you not even bother setting a goal? But have you hit your goal? Have you exceeded your goal? Wherever you are, if you haven't even set a goal, let's reset, refuel our motivation, because knowing what kind of money you want to be making and what kind of money you want is the first step into clearing whatever's blocking you from having that money. And by money, we mean, what kind of lifestyle do you want to be living? Do you want a home? Do you want to travel? Do you want a wardrobe that expresses your true inner soul? Do you want to participate in events around the world or just locally? Do you want to be generously giving gifts, creating an atmosphere of creativity? What is it that you really, really want to be doing? Like, say, for instance, you have a specific money goal for this summer and you're not able to participate because you didn't get your money goal happening. So the first way to map out your strategy is to know, what kind of money do you need to activate the lifestyle and activities that you want to be creating and participating in. So what kind of money do you want to be generating? And in this day and age, there's no real reason to be limiting ourselves or giving up. People go through a lot of emotional, mental issues, and they really do start with your mentality. People have a tug of war in their head of whether they deserve money or whether it's, if it's wrong to have money or to be able to do what you want with your life, the freedom, versus feeling like, okay, I can't handle that much. Sometimes it's even just, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to go wild and crazy if I have more money. I'll just lose it. even though I will love it. So it's that sense of, what kind of money do you want? How much money do you want? And getting clear, and then clearing your issues around it at the same time, clearing them out of your head, clearing them out of your heart. Today's day and age, it's time to make miracles, and it's time to make friends with money. So how much money do you want? We're going to dive into this study from the behavioral financial expert, Dr. Sheffrin. And I've been reading his diagnoses and understanding how to keep your motivation, especially mid-year, when you could easily just sort of float away and not have any motivation around your money goals. Bye. See you later. So here's this woman. She comes from, where's she from? Boulder, Colorado. Okay, she's 38. She's a government employee. And her name is Sarah Mars. And she wants to grow her net worth. That's her money goal. Now, this type of awareness and financial tip is coming to you from successquoteme.com, which is my financial business with my husband. And if you're interested in increasing your net worth, that's exactly what we do. Sit down with people, give them a financial analysis, and say, okay, where would you like to go? And here's where we begin. And we map it out, we strategize. My husband is such a pro in accounting, over 25 years, and a tax strategist as well. And we look at the whole picture and clear those issues. If there's any emotions or mental blocks, actually sitting down and doing the dream mapping and actually strategizing how to increase your net worth so that you're living the lifestyle and the freedom, and you're protected, and you've got yourself covered, and your family and your loved ones covered. That actually is the first step to clearing the obstacles. Just sit down, take an honest look at your finances. And if you want to do that, email me at successquoteme@gmail.com or give me a call, 778-877-3416. All right, so when it comes to planning ahead, my husband and I are no slackers. We have a solid emergency fund, and we regularly contribute to our retirement accounts, a taxable investment account, and our children's college funds. Since both of our kids are now in elementary school, our childcare costs have been eliminated and freeing up roughly $1,000 each month. Our current strategy has been to direct the newfound income toward building up our retirement savings. For instance, by the time 2014 comes down to a close, this is an older article. This was posted at the end of 2014. So when it comes down to a close, we'll have maxed out both our 401k and our IRA contributions. But I can't help but feel as though we should be growing our net worth in other ways if we weren't so confused about where to place our focus. For example, we've been toying with the idea of picking up a rental property, but we aren't sure if that's the best route to take and are feeling stuck in regard to all the options. We've wondered, is there a different source of income that would be a better place to start? Our net worth currently lands at around $200,000. We also have 1 month's worth of expenses in an emergency fund and another 3 months' worth in a taxable investment account. My goal is to hit a net worth of $300,000 by the end of 2015. This is what the doctor, psychologist, financial behavior expert, his feedback is. As simple as it sounds, seeing it all in black and white can help identify 2 to 3 options that will move Sarah and her husband toward their $100,000 goal. So, Sheffrin's big picture analysis. Buying a second home or rental property, as Sarah suggests, has the potential to not only lower the couple's tax liability, but also, if they rent it out for part of the year, bring in extra income. That said, if there was one lesson learned from the financial crisis of 2008, it's that real estate is a risky venture. If the property value goes down when they're looking to sell, it could actually have a negative impact on their net worth. Another consideration with real estate, the more leveraged you are, the more your own money is at risk. In other words, borrowing 90% to make the investment could get you into hot water. If the inherent risk that comes with real estate leaves Sarah and her husband feeling skittish, they can talk to a financial planner about growing their net worth through low-cost investment funds, which take smaller fees than high-expense options. Over a lifetime, high fees can cost investors a third of their ending wealth. Now, for his motivational advice, it sounds like, this is his motivational advice, Dr. Schifrin says, it sounds like Sarah is facing what I like to call analysis paralysis, feeling so overwhelmed by all the available options that you end up taking no action. This can make it tough to get motivated. To help make sense of it all, a simple trick is a thorough brainstorming session. First, write down every potential way you've considered growing your net worth. From purchasing that rental property to creating a new investment strategy. Give yourself a day or so before you go back and revisit the list, letting your intuition direct you to what feels comfortable as an initial plan. As simple as it sounds, seeing it all in black and white can help identify 2 or 3 decent, acceptable options that will move Sarah and her husband toward their $100,000 goal. Plus, sorting through the pluses and minuses of each one will help their brains start feeling like this is a manageable problem after all. After identifying the top 2 or 3 net worth boosting options with her husband, Sarah may want to seek advice from a financial planner to iron out the more granular details. Having a professional evaluate your plan and help walk you through it can really increase your motivation to move forward. And those are some ideas of how, even if you have some money, and it's going to run out if you don't use it wisely, right? And if you could tweak your plan so that you actually are increasing your net worth and that your money's working for you and growing for you and you're saving taxes on them, it's really good to sit down and map that out with a financial expert such as my husband, Mike Dujardin, which I will give you his number right away. Let's go to his number just so, in case you would like to speak and set up an appointment with him directly. Which pretty much emailing me is pretty direct. Just in case you'd like his mobile, it's 778-227-3472. Yeah, so that's the thing. We are a complimentary service. There's no obligation, there's no cost. We work for you, and yet we're partnered with banks and investment and lending companies, and we're able to match you in many categories, including the mortgage department, and get, like, our partners are very economical and looking for the best options and the best plan. You're not limited to one option. You get a quote and you decide which option would you like and what's the results going to get you. So, and as far as investments go, there's low, middle to high risk, and how do you do the wisest way of investing? We teach the licensed financial planners teach you how to diversify and how to be being smart about investments. And it's very cool to just decide how much money you actually want, right? And here we're going to move into more of what your soul goes through around those issues and how to break through whatever's blocking you from creating it. Maybe it's just simply saying, you know, I've got to stop procrastinating on having a financial plan. And you know what, I'm going to sit down like this summer, this month of June, and just be like, yeah, let's get refueled and motivated and know what our strategy for life is. Even if you're in the hole, or if you just got a lot coming in, you don't know what you're doing with it, you're not managing it very well, or maybe you want to get a second opinion, or you want to just make sure and review all your policies for your business or for your personals. It's awesome to sit down with a financial planner, especially, one that's motivated to help you get the best outcome, who's in for the long haul. It's fascinating to observe. And if you want to actually increase your net worth, learning how to maybe be a referral agent like I am to these types of financial expertise, then you want to email me and let me know that. But even if you want to increase your net worth and increase the net worth of your signature this summer, maybe you want to take 30 to 60 days to be in a study program that is online, and my husband and I are guiding this provincial and government regulated program that causes you to be life licensed and increases your income by the thousands for life. So if you think maybe I should take a program like that changes my options, that adds an extra income stream, even if you want to be a referral agent, email me, successquoteme@gmail.com. As we are starting that June 22nd, we're starting our boot camp. And get on the train, because you can increase the net worth of your signature. Let's do that. Signature. Okay, so how much money would you like to be making? We're reading from Firestarter Sessions, and I hope this refuels your motivation right now this month in the middle of the year around your financial strategizing and how much money you would like to be making. Masculine money. Interesting factoid. Men tend to answer this money question with predictable specificity. They name dollar figures, they list off each revenue stream, they put it all in order of profitability. That kind of awareness and openness is very effective. What gets measured gets attention. What gets attention grows. Note, heiresses and tycoons may be excused from this exercise, and possibly students, and anyone with money socked away. Oh, and forest dwellers living off the grid. It doesn't matter what you do for a living or from where your money flows. Declaring how much money you want to earn, attract, and throw down is mighty empowering. What you're targeting is a number that would make you feel really happy. We want to avoid lurking fears of being a bag lady and zero to mogul delusions of grandeur. Sugar mama and lottery fantasies need to be parked. If your income declaration has a flavor of rebellion or feverishness to it, you might want to rein it in a bit. I want to rake in $1 million this year, says dude who just launched his first blog and has $75K in credit card debt. The desire has to come from a peaceful place. I'm not saying don't aim high. Quantum leaps and breakthroughs happen all the time. Point to where you'd feel proud and fulfilled. Ultimately, this is about creating wellness, not gluttony or exhaustion. Run a few numbers through your mind that make you grin and think, yeah, with some tight strategy and a big scoop of magic, that could actually happen this year. Aim for that number. Declaring how much money you'd like to earn gives you a goal, for Christ's sake. For Christ's sake. This may sound oversimplified, but when you know what you really want to make in a year, you can do what it takes to. Go make it. You can break it down, you can target. You want to make 150K? Great. How many units do you need to ship? What project will put you on the map for a raise? How many clients do you need to service? And what does your profit margin need to be? What if you have a set or salaried income? Do not let that hem in your earning desires. There are raises, there are bonuses, there are promotions, there are discounts. There are new jobs, there are surprise opportunities, there are wealthy new lovers, there's generous gifts, free piles, air miles, aunties who will leave you their land, and investments that soar. Make the declaration how much money you want to make. Puts it into perspective and fast. You may add up your financial goals with the time you work in a month. and realize that you're really making zilch per hour. Or you might determine that in actuality, you don't need to have $1 million in the bank and 2 cars in the family to live a rich life. When you know where you stand, your aim can be more direct. Makes you feel capable, and when you feel capable, you act capable. With your desire declared, you start to see ways of making things happen. When you lock onto a material goal, you unlock your capacities to manifest. You'll see potential collaborators more clearly. Dormant and fresh ideas will rise to the surface. You'll make connections between players and strategies. Sets you up for playtime and rewards. When you start to close in on your money goal, you can plan to party. Plan a holiday, revel in the peace, let a healthy sense of pride soothe your ambitious bones. It sends a message to your subconscious. And your subconscious takes things very literally. This is one of those times when you want your subconscious to take you literally. Sends a signal to your tribe that you're in it to win it. The people who love and respect you, friends, coaches, mentors, partners, will not only hold you accountable to your goals, they'll likely do whatever they can to help you to get where you want to go. Throw a party for all of them when you get there. How would you like to be seen, recognized, acknowledged, awarded, praised? Be honest. Do you want to win an Academy Award, or just have your acting coach tell you that your performance moved him to tears? What would motivate you more, a pay raise or having your boss tell the team that she just couldn't do it without you? Do you need a love poem written just for you, or just to have your partner get up and greet you when you walk in the door? Some of us want to be preeminent in our field. Some of us just want the person who matters most to us to tell us that they need us. So, what would you like to do with your life, with your career? Money is no object, dream. Visioneering revolves around this question. It's a good time to get your dream on. And it's a good time to know what kind of money that dream requires. What kind of level of daily income does that dream require? Break it down. What kind of yearly income does your dream life require? What kind of monthly income, the magic money monthly income, does your dream style require? What kind of weekly income does your dream lifestyle require? Get clear on it. Write it down. Know what it is. I know what mine is. And then because you access, okay, this is the kind of money I need to be generating, it's not that it needs to be hard work to generate. In fact, it's more about what do you love to do, what you're good at, how money comes to you easily. Notice, how does money come to you easily in a positive way, in a healthy way, and in a way that you feel good and clear and perhaps even stronger about who you are and your identity. That should be what is going to help you generate income. Could be even the growth of money in investments. That doesn't require time. It requires a bit of commitment on putting money into the investments on a monthly basis, but you'd be surprised how just the habit of putting a little bit in makes a big difference. It could be about accessing benefits and grants you didn't realize you had. It could be about providing a direct service that you love to give and you're really good at. Could be about referring a service and receiving a commission from that referral. It doesn't necessarily require a lot of work or hard work or labor to increase your income. Actually, in fact, the best generating of income is a bigger picture, like making a product that is duplicatable, like an online product, right? It's like pretty limitless of what you can do nowadays. Even if you have a day job, and you like that day job, but you still want additional income. So as long as you know what your money goal is this summer, and then you start to be like, okay, I want to map this out and get that insight I need to work this plan, then you ought to stay quite motivated and trust the insight you receive in your strategizing and your intuition, what your guts are saying, right? So it's incredible. And it's truly amazing how you can transform your life. So today, I encourage you to know what that number is, and maybe you already know what the number is. Maybe you're already reaching that number. Celebrate. Go out there and reward yourself. And maybe you feel like, oh, I've known what that number is for years, and I just can't seem to figure it out. Well, maybe you need some insight, or even just to have someone sit down with you, map out the strategy, and have that sense of accountability and a surety of, yeah, this is the best step you can do to generate and strategize to get to your money goals and get it functioning. Clear the clutter out of your mind, out of your heart. Clear the clutter and the distractions that may occur, like, oh, it's a great day, I'm just gonna read a book all day that has nothing to do with what I need to do about my money goals. Those are great rewards, right? Going to be like, yeah, I'm just going to spend the day reading, because you're generating that cash flow. You're generating your dream style. Maybe that's part of your dream style is I want to sit by the beach and read a book. And you can infiltrate those into your life, but make sure you're not forgetting to know what your money goal is and be strategizing and working on it, because it's a new world. We've got a lot of opportunity to create amazing things. So don't get stuck in the past and don't worry about the future. Just know what kind of money you want to make and start making the map. Go out there, guys, and millionize your life.